Okay now?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so welcome to Brighton Language College. As you can see, we are down on the south coast by the sea. That's Brighton Beach. You can see, and some of our students enjoying the pleasures of the south coast of England.
ブライトンランゲージカレッジへようこそ。この写真を見てお分かりの通り、ビーチ沿いですね、ブライトン、ビーチタウンです、ブライトンというのは。で、ブライトンランゲージカレッジの学生さんたちもこのビーチを楽しみに行きますということです。
Okay, so Brighton Language College, we've been here since 1995. Okay, so we're 25 years old. Brighton is a city around 300,000 people. Our landmarks, which you'll see some photos of, is the pavilion where the school is. The school is next to the pavilion, which is the city palace.
この塔が立ってるんですけど、学校はこの塔の近くだそうです。僕もすみません、ブライトン行ったことないんですけども。はい。で、1995年にできて25歳。で、ブライトンという町自体が29万人の人口ということで、下の方に、旅行、観光業とか、教育のが、この町を支えている、経済を支えているということですね。観光の町です。はい。
Yeah, the picture there is of the I360 tower, which is the one of the tallest towers in the world for viewing with a movable platform. That's in the city centre. It's the sister of the London Eye, if you think of it that way. We're near there and we're near the Palace Pier. Brighton is a tourism city, okay? It's a holiday destination for UK citizens and for people internationally. We also have 2 universities as well as lots of colleges. It's very much a student town.
Okay. すみません、この写真の説明なんですけども、ロンドンアイと兄弟関係みたいな塔だそうです。で、これ見ての通りなんか上下に動くんですね。はい、でまた観光の街っていうことで、土日にこの街がにぎわうということで、イギリスあるいはヨーロッパ中から週末ホリデーシーズンには、たくさんの方が来る観光の街ということです。
Yeah. So the city economy, it's leisure, tourism, education, arts and hospitality. Okay, that's what we do in Brighton.
はい、そう下の5つ、観光、レジャーはレジャーですね。で、教育、アート、ホスピタリティっていうのも観光産業ですね。レストランとかホテルとかそういったものです。
Okay, so this is our nationality mix, as you can see, for the school. Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia are our top 4 nationalities in the usual year. Okay, Japan comes under usually 2%. Okay, usually around 1% Japanese students in the school.
Okay. これ、見ての通り、イタリア、ドイツ、スイス、サウジアラビアというのが、多い国籍、学校に通っている皆さんの中で多い国籍ということです。日本人はだいたい 2% ということで、いつも少ないみたいですね。
In Asia, most of our students from Asia come from Thailand, from Bangkok. If you come to the school, that's mostly, you'll see Asian faces. It's Thailand, followed by South Korea, followed by Taiwan.
アジアの人というと、タイ、韓国、あとは台湾の方が多いようです。
And you can see the age mix there. Most of our students between 20 to 29, about 30%. Okay, so we have a wide range of nationalities and a good age range, as you can see throughout the year.
年間を通して、見ての通り、これ右側が年齢層、生徒さんの年齢の割合なんですけども、若い方が多いんですけども、お年を召した方というか、大人の方もたくさん来るような学校ということですね。
Okay. So yeah, so this is the school. So as you can see, we have super fast Wi-Fi, executive floor. You can see the list of things there, which Wataru can read for you. Classes, 15 at maximum, 6 levels of English, and the minimum age is 16 here. But as you can see, most students 20 to 29 here in the college.
今、そうですね、ここに書いてある通りで、英語なんですけど、上の方もなんとなく分かりますよね。で、クラスのサイズが15人、はい、マックス15人入るということなんですけども、ちょっとここで聞いてみたいと思います。コロナ禍なんですけど、何人実際にその教室の中にいるのか。Can I ask a question now?
Sure, anything.
The class size, about the class size, in this situation of COVID, how many students are there in the classroom?
6 to 8 is the usual size of the class at the moment. We limit it to like 8 at the maximum.
やっぱり6人から8人に今は限定しているということですね。一つのクラスあたり。コロナ前は15人ということでした。Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So there's the school. We can see some pictures inside the school. As you see, we have 6 floors in the school, 35 classrooms. You can see we're outside the window. You can see the city palace, the Royal Pavilion. So we're right in the city centre. This building is, we moved into here just 5 years ago. So it's quite new. Everything's quite new and fresh for the students.
街の本当にど真ん中にありますという先ほどのようなタワーですねの近くにあるということで、この今写っている写真のビル自体は5年前にリノベしたものということで、非常に可愛いかっこいい感じになってますね。ちょっと聞いてみたいと思うんです。確かキャンパスが前は2つ3つあったように思うんですけど、何個今あるのか聞いています。Gary, a question. How many campuses do you have now?
We have 4 buildings, okay, and 3 buildings are connected to make one large building, and then we have another building on the same street, which is for the family centre for our young learners in summer, which is a different building, but it's on the same street.
そうですね、やっぱり3つあって、3つがくっついて1つのビルみたいになってて、もう1つが夏用みたいな、子どもたちがサマースクールで来るとき用に1つ確保してあるみたいな感じだそうです。でかいですね。Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously our core program is General English, which we teach here throughout the year, every Monday, 6 levels, morning and afternoon. We work on a set schedule for the morning, 20 lessons, and students who choose for the afternoon can either do skills focus or business English as well. So in the morning, it's the textbook, 4 core skills, reading, writing, listening, speaking. Afternoon is more communication, general listening, speaking skills or business.
これ、語学学校なんで、これがメインの、英語の授業ということなんですけど、20レッスンで午前中、これは主に教科書を使った学習で、午後にビジネスですとか、それぞれのやりたいスキル、特別な技能ということで、その特化した勉強を午後は選択科目という形で取ることもできるという仕組みになっております。
Okay, then of course we have IELTS as well. We do IELTS preparation. Again, same format, mornings or mornings plus afternoon. You can study full day IELTS if you wish, or you can just study half day IELTS and half day general English or business. As you can see, that's the pavilion again outside the school with the students sitting there. We're just in front of that building.
IELTS という、OK.
So yeah, and IELTS we take every Monday. Minimum 1 week, maximum 48 weeks.
IELTS っていうテスト、TOEIC、TOEFL とかは結構聞いたからかもしれない。IELTS は主にイギリス系の、受験とか、永住権を取得するオーストラリア、ニュージーランドなんかはこれを、基準にしていますね。で、これの対策が、同じ料金で、毎週月曜日1週間から勉強できるというすごく柔軟なカリキュラムだなってこの留学の仕事をしている立場からはすごく面白いなと思っています。
Okay, and we do Cambridge exams, which are popular mostly in Europe, but we do those again for Cambridge B2 and Cambridge C1, half-day study with the exam program, and then a half-day study with skills focus or business. It's a similar exam to IELTS in a lot of ways, but it's more popular with our European students, Swiss, German, Italians. The building in the corner is actually our school. That's the building. As you can see, it's 3 buildings connected together. So that is the facility. That's the college, the main building.
右下に映っているのが、その3つつながっているビルっていうやつですね。はい。で、ケンブリッジっていう試験があって、これの対策もやっています。これ1週間単位だったっけなって思ったので、ちょっと質問させてください。Gary, minimum length of the Cambridge course is one
week. I mean, it's flexible. We start every Monday and the course runs throughout the year. We don't have set study dates.
Okay.
So it's always open.
そうですね。ケンブリッジなんか5週間セットじゃないとダメっていう学校さんとかが多いので、これもなかなか面白いですね。Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Okay. So all our courses are flexible. So general English, IELTS, Cambridge exams, business, they're fully flexible. We allow you to change courses for free. All the courses are the same price structure. So we have students who join the school for maybe 20 weeks and we'll do 10 weeks general English, then 10 weeks IELTS. We don't ask you to tell us your exact study plan in advance. We negotiate and talk about it, and it gives you the flexibility when you're in the UK to see what you want to take. Okay?
そうですね。このさっきの授業のところでもあった、僕がちょっと途中で同じ値段で全部できるっていうふうにお伝えしたんですけど、最初にそうですね、留学スタートする時点では1年間英語勉強するぞ普通にって思ってたけれど、英語力上がってきたからちょっと知見対策もやりたいなみたいなことも柔軟にできる。そして追加料金なし、ぽっきりということで非常に、嬉しい制度ですね。Okay.
And this is the college dog. Okay, it's my dog. So he's always in school. So if you do come here, you'll get to meet my dog, who lives with me in the office, and the students get to know him. That's our brochure for this year, and there's a QR code there which you can scan, which will take you to the brochure if you want to look through our brochure, our course guide, and our programs. And that's Oscar. You'll get to love Oscar. He's a nice dog.
マスコットドッグというか、ギャリーの飼い犬ですね。学校で待っているということで、はい、なでなでしてあげたらいいんじゃないでしょうか。そしてQR コードで、パンフレットというのがありますけども、後でチャットの方にもお送りしますので、ちょっと読んでみたいなという方は、そこからだったり、今ちょっと携帯で QR を読んだりとか。はい。pretty.
Okay. And that is our brief presentation on the school. Okay?
Okay.
And Wataru will fill you in many other aspects.
今回ですね、コンパクトに、学校の説明コンパクトにしてほしいといったところ、本当にめちゃくちゃコンパクトだったので、これで一応学校の説明は終わりです。ここからさらに、ブライトンの街のことですとか、もうちょっと話してもらい足りない学校のことについての質問とかをしていけばと思うんですけども。OK、my turn.
So, any questions? And yeah,
yes.
For you now, Wataru.
And this is the vaccination in UK.
Yep.
Yes. I think it's like 70% done, right?
It depends how you count it, Wataru. Adults, it's 80%, but for the population, it's 70%. Okay. In England, we like to count adults only. I don't know why. It's 80%, 70%.
統計の魔術で、イングランド、そもそもイギリスって僕ら呼ぶんですけども、イングランド、スコットランド、ウェールズ、北アイルランドっていうふうに4つの国が合わさっているのがイギリスでして、UK っていうんです。United Kingdom。で、その中で、大人、sorry, adults means like more than, over 30 years?
No, over 18 plus.
18. 18歳以上の接種率は 80% だそうです。はい、なので、もうほぼ終わってる。
We just started vaccinating under 18s. Okay, so because school here starts this week, so we're starting to vaccinate high school children and university students, college students from next week.
来週からその高校生とかもワクチン打ち始めるということですね。ちなみにさっき言ってたのがイングランドだけ接種率を大人カウントにしてるっていうことがあるみたいで、なんでそんなことするのかなって今言ってましたね。で、ちょっと今、街の様子をちょっと聞いてみたいと思うんですね。How is it like the life in the city?
Life in the city is basically normal. Yeah. You know, you have to remember that we have a very large population that's vaccinated, and life is, you wouldn't know about COVID, to be honest, unless you get on a bus or go into a supermarket and you'll see people wearing masks, okay? But generally walking around the street, daily life is pretty much normal, although we all are aware about distance and washing hands, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, but just to look, it looks quite normal.
もう街は本当に普通っていう形で、コロナ禍っていうのをちょっと忘れるぐらい本当に日常に戻っているということ。ただし、バスの中とかスーパーマーケットの中に入った時には、しっかりと対策をしているので、そういえばコロナだったなって気づくような感じだそうです。How about the mask?
The masks are optional. Okay? It's your choice. Okay? You have to remember that in England, we have a very open vaccination program. Basically, all you have to do is walk into the vaccination center and they will vaccinate you. Okay? Regardless. Yeah? They will, if you're not vaccinated, they will give you your vaccine. We have students here who have been vaccinated in the UK. You know, no fees, no nothing. Yeah? Or they'll get one vaccine here and then return home and get their second vaccine, or vice versa. We've had Japanese students vaccinated. You know, they want everyone to be vaccinated. So they're very open and very giving the vaccines. And it's a big uptake.
マスクは、任意という形になっているそうですね。で、ワクチンがもうオープンっていう言い方をしてますけど、とにかくもう自由に受けに来いと。で、ちゃんと2回目も受けに来い。お金はかからないぞ。日本の場合予約制ですけどね、これ予約制かどうかだけはやっぱりちゃんと聞いておきたいですね。So you don't need reservation for the vaccine?
No, at the beginning of the pandemic, yes. Okay, but as we've vaccinated so many people, the government is now open doors for non-vaccinated people. No appointment necessary.
予約しないで、ウォークインで行っていいみたいですね。ちょっとここで渋谷で起きた若者のワクチン並んだらできるよっていうののトラブルのお話をしてみたいです。So, in Tokyo, Shibuya, you know, Shibuya.
Yeah.
Central Tokyo,
Yeah.
they started vaccinating young people, and it was like in Brighton, free. If you make a roll, you can vaccinate, but it made many trouble, so crowded.
We're mostly vaccinated here, so the crowds don't exist. And the system works that you can even choose which vaccine you want. Pfizer, Moderna, AZ, it's your choice. Every day is a different vaccine. So Monday is AZ, Tuesday is Pfizer, Wednesday is Moderna. So that's when you go.
すごいですね。日替わり定食みたいにワクチンが月曜日はモデルナ、水曜日は、ファイザーみたいな感じで選べるそうです。そしてもう大多数がワクチン打ってしまっているので、混雑とか自由に受けに来てくださいって言ってもトラブルになるとか、なんていうんですかね、混雑が起きるようなことはないとのことでした。So, how about the third vaccination? 3回目。
Third time. That starts now, and it's for vulnerable people who are very elderly, and for those who have medical conditions. It will be rolled out to everybody over 50 by Christmas. Yeah? I'm 50 now, so I'll get my third one soon.
年取ってる人には一応選択肢があるということですね。すみません、僕ちょっと今、ちゃんとわからなかったかもしれない。Okay, then let's start talking about COVID, but more happy things.
Yeah.
Yes. What's now going on in the Brighton, like Spanish fiesta.
Yeah, I mean Brighton has I mean you've heard of the Edinburgh Festival, okay? You know the Edinburgh Festival. Brighton has an arts festival every year in May and June, okay? Last year it was cancelled. This year it was half. Next year it's back to normal. It's the largest arts festival in England, you know, second in Europe after Edinburgh. It's a big thing. It's in the city centre. So we have that. We have comedy festival, which is on the beach. We have Christmas market this year. We have ice skating in the pavilion. And remember that Brighton is a university city, so it's built to look after and entertain and keep people of university age, you know, busy. Yeah, theatre, cinema, bowling, sports, arts, festivals. There's a lot going on.
で、アートフェスですね。アートフェスが一番大きいイベントで5月、6月にあると。で、去年はキャンセルされたけども、今年はちょっと縮小してあって、来年は普通にやると。で、あとは、ちょっと。
This weekend is the marathon, it's the Brighton Marathon, which usually is in April, but this year it's in September. And that's the second biggest marathon in the UK, London and then Brighton. So it's next weekend we have the Brighton Marathon, which again is past the school. We're in the city centre, so everything is here, you know? You see it all.
街中だからそういうイベントがあるともう気にしてなくても勝手に見れてしまうということで、今週末はマラソンがある。で、ブライトンっていうところが、マラソンでいうとロンドンに次いで2番目に大きな規模。そしてアートフェス、さっきのアートフェスは、エジンバラ、ロンドンの北の方というか、イギリスの北の方なんですけど、そこのやつがヨーロッパで一番大きくて、ブライトンのアートフェスがヨーロッパで2番ということで、なんか2番が多いですね。So you're in the second position.
We're number 2, yeah. And of course we have Premier League soccer. You know, Brighton are in the Premier League. So, you know, Ronaldo will be visiting soon. He's joined Man United. So, you know, we have that stadium is in the city. So we have that which goes on. Next year is the Women's European Cup finals. They're in Brighton. You know, there's a lot going on. And we're near London. We're only 45 minutes from London. So, you know, you have London on your doorstep as well.
そうですね。サッカー場もあるので、でユーロがそこで、プレミアリーグがそこで戦われるということですね。なので、サッカー好きの方も、ロンドンとかマンチェスターとかわざわざ行かなくても、ブライトンでも見れると。あとは、ロンドン、今行かなくてもって言いましたけど、45分で行けるので、すごく近いですね。東京の方どんだけいるかわからないですけども、渋谷に行くのに、横浜から行く感覚、名古屋に行くのに岐阜から行く感覚。
Okay, and remember that Brighton we have Gatwick Airport, which is very near. So, you know, usually it's quite normal for students, you know, to travel around Europe, you know, at weekends or take some time off school. It's very cheap to fly to Spain, Italy, France, and most of our students take advantage of that. The airport is 25 minutes from here.
そう飛行機がヨーロッパ、これイギリスに限らず飛行機がヨーロッパはすっごく安くて LCC で3、4千円ぐらいで飛べてしまうんですけども、ブライトンから近い、Sorry, the nearest airport is Gatwick. ロンドン・ガトウィック空港っていうのがありまして、ここがブライトンから25 minutes?
Yep, by train.
By train. 電車で25分でその、空港に行けて、Gatwick was connected with many European countries, right?
It's mostly Europe and the United States. You know, basically, it's budget carriers. You know, it's mostly like holiday destinations: Italy, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, France, etc., Switzerland. You know, so it's very convenient. It's one of the benefits of being here is that, you know, it's quicker to get to Switzerland sometimes than it is, you know, to like the north of England. No, it's good. Get to see everything.
多分旅行好きな方、日本からイギリスに行くっていうと、ヒースローっていうところが皆さん有名というか聞くと思うんですけども、ガトウィック空港、なんじゃそれはちっちゃい空港かなみたいな、国内線だけって思うかもしれないんですけど、ヨーロッパ中飛び回っているし、アメリカにも行けるようなフライトがあるっていうことで、いいでかい空港ですね。6個あります。6 airport, right? In around London.
There are, I think, about 6. Yeah, but think of Gatwick like Haneda and Heathrow like Narita. Yeah, that's an idea of size. The airport. Yeah, it's our Haneda.
Half.
Haneda, yeah, airport. So yeah, it's a smaller. It's only 2 terminals, not 5 terminals. Yeah.
So,
but it's a lot of flights.
How many terminals had Heathrow?
5.
5.
Yeah.
So,
5. It's a bit too big. It's too big.
Yeah.
It's too big. Yeah, it's confusing.
6個も空港があるイギリス、ロンドンの中で、さらに、ヒースローはでかくて5個もターミナルがあるっていうことで、もう飛行機飛びまくりですよね。で、ガイトウィックは2ターミナルということで、まあ、私今名古屋にいますけど、中部国際空港とちょっと同じぐらいの規模感だと思っておきます。ちなみに羽田と成田は確か3つずつターミナルがあったように思いますが、間違ってたらチャットで教えてください。羽田2つかな？ OK。
Okay.
Anything? Okay. Then, sorry, we've spoken too much. Maybe we can ask questions if you have.
Sure.
質問があればぜひしてください。すみません、だいぶ長く喋りすぎました。
Any questions?
はい。Okay. Then, can I ask about this year, some of my customers got the YMS visa.
Yep.
YMS ビザって言って、ワーキングホリデーのイギリス版みたいな、ちょっとこれ同じっていうと良くないらしいというか、実際良くないんですけども、イギリス版ワーホリのビザが毎年抽選がすごく人気で取れないと有名なんです。今年は多分コロナで応募数が落ちたのか、結構の方が取られましたので、実際にイギリスに2年間そうやって働けるビザでステイしたとき、どんなことがブライトンだったら起きるのかを聞いています。So, did you have a YMS students from Japan?
Yeah. We have usually at the moment we've got one, at the moment. So he's just finishing this weekend. He's going to Manchester tomorrow. And then he's coming back and he's working in a restaurant, I believe, Thai restaurant, for a few weeks, helping out, you know. But no, we have others who work. Brighton is a hospitality zone. There's lots of restaurants, hotels, leisure centres. There's a very much an economy on workers which are moving, short term. And with Brexit, we have less workers, so it's better for you.
そう、ブライトンは先ほどお伝えしたように観光の街なので、レストランですとかホテルといったところで働くことがすごくやりやすい。ロンドンよりも全然働き口は多いんじゃないかという感じですね。So, I imagine to find a job like a casual job or hospitality job, it's easier than in London, right?
Oh yeah, at the moment there is a shortage of workers in the UK because of Brexit. Because we said goodbye to our European friends who could work here, who worked in many short-term jobs, and yeah, so now the situation is that we are short of workers. If you walk around the city, you can see most hospitality venues are looking for staff. Yeah? It's a very easy time to find employment if you have the right to work at the moment. Very easy.
ブレグジット、イギリスが EU を離脱したことによって、僕らからしたらそんなにイギリスはポンドのままだし、その留学とか観光に行くのもルール変わってないんで、ブレグジットの影響を受けてない感じがするんですけど、どうやらヨーロッパの人たちが働き来るのにすごくハードルが上がったみたいで、特にその短期間のいわゆるカジュアルジョブ、バイトみたいなものに来るヨーロッパ人がものすごく減ってしまったということで、今どこのレストラン見ても、募集中っていうビラが貼ってあるということなので、先ほどお伝えしたようにこの YMS っていうイギリス版ワーホリの当選した方はすごくチャンスなんじゃないかと思います。
Yeah. I mean, because of the pandemic, Brexit happened. Then we had 6 weeks of Brexit, and then we had COVID. So we never were really ready for Brexit at that time. So it's almost like Brexit paused, and we're just starting to feel it as we're opening up, and businesses are like at the moment. There's a shortage in some shops because they don't have the goods moving over from Europe, because the problems we should have had never happened because of COVID, because we shut down. So it's a weird situation. Yeah, it's like Brexit happened yesterday. Yeah, because of COVID.
Yeah, I forgot about the date of Brexit, but it was like a few months before the COVID pandemic started.
It kept moving. Basically, European citizens lost the right to work January this year. So January 1st, 2020. Yeah. So for all of last year when we had the pandemic, we were all closed. So there was no jobs and no economy. So no one saw it. It was invisible. And actually more people went home than probably would have gone home because of the pandemic. And then they didn't come back.
さっきのその EU 離脱ですね、イギリスの EU 離脱によってものすごいいろんな影響があるっていうことが経済界では言われていたんですけれども、なんとコロナとほぼ同時期にそれが起きてしまったので、これコロナのせいなのか、そのイギリスの EU 離脱のせいなのかっていうのがあんまり検証ができないような状態で、物流とかも止まるんじゃないかとか、働くことができないんじゃないかっていう話がいろいろあったんですけども、基本的にそのヨーロッパの人がイギリスからもうパンデミックで実家に帰るって言って帰ってきてしまって、そこから戻ってきてないっていう状態なので、これがブレグジットのせいなのかコロナのせいなのかがあんまりわからない。とりあえず、今分かっていることは、どこもバイト募集中という看板が貼ってあるということです。OK。
Yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, so Brexit, it doesn't really affect you Japanese people, you know. If anything for you, it's maybe a bonus, especially with the YMS. You benefit. You know, the government hasn't come up with a strategy yet to replace the gap in the workforce. There's still a gap, and everyone is businesses are concerned. Yeah, because a lot of businesses don't have enough staff.
Yeah, so the economy has started, but the workers is less, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's no walk around, there's nobody.
We have a question. If I stay in Brighton 1 month for sightseeing, how much money I need? Example, staying, eating.
Okay, first of all, remember that Brighton is a holiday city, so its accommodation is seasonal. Yeah, if you're thinking of a hotel, yeah. June, July, August is more expensive than September, October, November. Yeah. So if you're coming sightseeing, I would advise outside of summer, spring or autumn. Okay, that will save you money. Okay. I would say Brighton for.
Okay. Can I answer for the first part? Okay. 夏が高い。まず先に言っておきます。夏が高いですと。ホリデーシーズンというか、 まあ、サマーバケーションを過ごすための場所なので、夏高いから、できれば5月とか、9月、10月ぐらいを目指してきてくれると安く済むよということでした。OK, the second part.
Okay, so I mean, how much you need to staying in a hotel, it can vary. There's, you can rent an apartment, Airbnb as well. It's quite cheaper. The hotels are usually the most expensive, so I would avoid hotels. I would do private rentals. Yeah, there's plenty of them because we're a seaside tourism city. Outside of high season, a lot of them are empty. Yeah? People want to come because they just come in June, July, August. Yeah, and as for eating, I mean, if you eat out in a restaurant, 10 to 20 pounds, a day, to be honest. But if you're just a supermarket, it's quite cheap, 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds a day, fit for eating.
Okay. そうですね。エアビーとか使えば結構安く済むけど、ホテルっていうのはやっぱり特にハイシーズンはめちゃくちゃ高いから気をつけろと。で、レストランとかに行くと10ポンド、20ポンド、1500円から3000円ぐらいかかってしまうけれども、スーパーで自炊する分には1日あたり5ポンド、10ポンド、800円から1500円ぐらいまでの間で収めることもできるんじゃないのということで、ちょっと今気になったのが、オフシーズンって寒いのかなということが気になって、多分そんなに暑くはないと思うんですけども、夏でも。大体どれぐらいの気候なのかを聞いてみたいと思います。So the weather, I mean the temperature.
The temperature. England and weather. Yeah. Well, today, well, next week is going to be 25 degrees next week. Yeah, 25. Usually in September we get it hot again and then we go back down. But I would say in summer 20 to 23 degrees is normal. In the daytime. In winter, it doesn't snow much. It's not like freezing cold here. Okay, it's mostly winter. Is just dark because of where we are, shorter days. Yeah, but I wouldn't worry so much. Yeah, I mean December, January, February, maybe the coldest months for you. But as it's spring and autumn are usually cheaper and nice. Nice times to come. Summer it can be a little bit. There's more people usually. Although for 2 years it's been different. But normally July is very busy. Yeah, in the city.
そう夏で20度から25度ぐらいということなのでめちゃくちゃ涼しいですね。で、冬は冬で、めちゃくちゃ寒いわけではなく、雪は降らないということなので、いい気候の中で過ごせる。で、春と秋はちょっと数字では言ってくれなかったんですけど、おそらく上着を着てちょうどいいぐらいのすごくいい気候で遊べるんじゃないかなということです。じゃあちょっとズバリ1ヶ月大体何ポンドぐらいかかるのかもうちょっと聞いてみたい。If he travels in a low budget, just an estimate, how much does it cost? Like 2,000 pounds?
For what? For living and
1 month living, eating.
It depends on what your expectations are.
Yeah.
It can vary. You can easily do it for, if you want to be economic, probably £800, and if or average, I would say £300 a week. It's enough. Yeah, it's 1,200, and at the high end, 2,000. The high 2,000 is comfortable, very comfortable. Yeah.
2000ポンド30万って僕ちょっと投げてみたんですけど、それはもうだいぶ快適だねと。で、普通にちょっと節約すると300ポンド、週なので、1500ポンド22、3万で1ヶ月過ごせるみたいな価格帯かなとは思っております。はい。
I mean, if you go private, you can rent a room in a house, for £500 to £600 a month, quite easily with bills included. It's quite And just remember that, it doesn't rain all the time in England, as you know. It's not that wet. Yeah. Japan has more rain than England. That's a fact. Check it.
So doesn't rain in Brighton?
It rains, but people expect it rains a little, a lot. You might know what I mean, yeah? It's more frequent, but it's very light. Yeah. It's not like Tokyo where it just rains, No, it's just a little often. Yeah. So remember that.
But it's after the climate change because when I was a child, it doesn't rain that way. ちょっとスコールみたいなのをすごいギャリーがイメージしてるんですけど、あれ昔はなかったですよねっていう話をしてて。
I mean, when it comes to the climate here, I mean, it's climate change is making it warmer, as we know. For example, there's more like wine vineyards in the south of England because it's warmer. It is warmer. We don't really get extreme weather. We haven't really had extreme weather, in England, not like other parts of the world. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're, it gets windy, maybe. That's the most extreme. The last storm we had here was 1986. Okay, for example, last hurricane was 1986. Yeah? A long time ago.
ブライトンはすごく穏やかな気候で、激しい台風とかそういったスコールみたいなものはなくて、常に安定した気候、もちろん雨も降るし、風も吹くしだけど、そんなに気にならないみたいな雰囲気だそうですね。いいですね。
Yeah, the bad weather tends to go north. To be honest, the north of England, the weather usually goes that way. Yeah?
北はちょっといろいろと大変な気候ですよねっていうことで、はい、されました。So, we are going to finish the webinar and then some message to the listeners. At the beginning was 17, but now 15. Yeah, many listeners.
Has happened, yeah. Well, all I can say is, I look forward to welcoming you to Brighton, to the UK. It's a beautiful part of the world. It's very convenient, and it's a very open, liberal, welcoming society. And the pandemic is passing. We are highly vaccinated, so things are getting better. And we are in recovery. So I look forward to seeing you in the future. Study here at Brighton Language College.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, Yuki.
Okay. So thank you very much for giving us a lot of things. And I have a question. So you said there are so many job opportunity currently. So my question is, how much % of the employee is covered by other countries' people?
Okay, in the hospitality sector, yeah. So like in restaurants, hotels, tourism, it's quite high. It's at least, I would say it's at least 50%. Yeah, at least 50%. Okay. Remember that a lot of people from Europe who were here before Brexit are still working here. Okay. So if you go to a hotel or restaurant, etc., most of the staff you'll see are Polish, Italian, Spanish. Generally speaking.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
It's a high percentage.
Okay.
High percentage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yuki.
ゆきさん、英語喋れたんで全部英語だったんですが、一応解説すると、さっき仕事がたくさん今見つかりやすい状態だっていうことですけど、外国人労働者の割合ってどうなんですかっていうことで、基本的に観光セクターは半分ぐらいがもう外国人。外国人言ってもヨーロッパの人たちの割合が多くて、そのブレグジット前にたくさん働きに来てた人がまだ残ってる人がそのままいると。はい。いうことですね。はい。ぜひどんどんこうやって質問。Many questions. I want a question. Any more question? じゃあちょっとさっきのギャリーの一言を、今パンデミックが収まりつつある状態なので、来てくれたら優しく出迎えますということで、ぜひブライトンにお越しくださいということでし た。で、お手続きはですね、LCA が手数料0円、国内最安値で、しっかりとお手伝いさせていただきますので、ブライトンに行く際には。で、so the budget school, I mean, you're a very,
things are very different now, Wataru. Yeah, a lot of schools are, it's changed. The landscape has changed of the English teaching world because of the pandemic. Yeah, the number of schools has changed quite dramatically in the last year globally. Yeah, it's gone down a lot. So yeah, Brighton, we've lost some schools, obviously, but we're still here. But and so we are a good value. I think that's what I'd say. We are good value. We have a big facility. We are city centre. We are independent. We are accountable directly to the student and to the agent. It's all here in this office, in this city. It's not spread out. Okay?
僕ちょっとブライトン・ランゲージ・カレッジさんがすごくリーズナブルな値段で留学ができるということを振ろうと思ったんですけど、今ブライトンは学校がどんどん減ってて、でも僕たちはここでしっかりと営業していつでも待ってるよっていうことでアピールをいただきましたんで、そうブライトンに行ってね、やっぱ学校行かないと友達できないんでね、YMS で行く人もぜひちょっと一回ね遊びに行って、生活を気が
And remember, I did live in Tokyo for 8 years, so I know Japan very well. I worked in the Senmongakko, yeah, in Takadanababa, so and some eikaiwas. So I'm very understanding of the Japanese mindset, yeah, which is a benefit for you guys. Yeah? I understand.
Mention about it. そうギャリーは8年間住んでたんですね、日本に。その経験もあって、日本人に対する理解というか、文化をしっかり知ってるから大丈夫だよみたいなことを言ってくれています。Okay, then if we don't have any question, we'll be finishing.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock here, so yeah.
Okay, thank you for having your time.
Thank you, Wataru. I hope to see you face to face sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe this year. Who knows?
Oh yes.
Who knows?
Maybe this year. I'm planning to go to Spain this year, so maybe this year.
Maybe later this year. Yeah. A lot of people are catching up later this year because to see the changes